God says, "You have been given a lot of money, but if you don't listen carefully before tonight at 11:59 p.m., you won't receive the money and you will miss out." Don't skip. Listen. Stop scrolling. This is not just a warning. This is an appointment with your breakthrough. If you walk away right now, you could be turning your back on the very moment you've been praying for. What I am about to say is not random, not empty, not for someone else. It is for you. This is the hour where everything shifts. Before the clock strikes 11:59 p.m. tonight, something will be decided in the spirit realm concerning you. And if your heart isn't open, if your ears aren't listening, you will miss it. This isn't just about money. It's about destiny. Comment Amen if your spirit receives this. When I say you've been given a lot of money, I don't just mean paper and coins. I mean provision. I mean the resources that were meant to build, bless, and break the chains in your life and in others. I have placed it into your future, waiting for your obedience, your faith, your listening ear. But here's the truth. If you walk in pride, if you ignore the prompting I'm giving you right now, you will not step into it. You'll feel the absence of something that was meant to be yours. That's why this moment matters more than you know. You have cried for increase. You have asked me for doors to open. You have fasted, prayed, and believed. And now I, the Lord your God, am telling you clearly. The answer is near. The breakthrough is within reach. But the promise always walks hand in hand with obedience. If you ignore my voice before midnight, you may watch what could have been yours pass into someone else's hands. Comment 1111 if you believe this word is for you. There are some moments when heaven is looking down, waiting for you to move, and this is one of them. The angels have already been dispatched. The assignment is written. The provision is already stored. I am not preparing to bless you. I have already blessed you. But whether you receive it depends on what you choose to do now. Will you harden your heart or lean in and listen? You have asked for financial freedom. You've wanted to bless your family, break out of debt, give to the poor, and sow into the kingdom. I have heard every whisper of those prayers. But I'm not giving you money just for comfort. I'm giving you stewardship. I'm giving you seed that was meant to multiply. But you must not play with sacred things. The enemy would love for you to skip this, to scroll past, to say, "This isn't for me." But if only you could see what I've been orchestrating behind the scenes. Before 11:59 p.m. tonight, something will be determined. This isn't superstition. This is spiritual. This is my timing aligning with your obedience. There is a window, and it is narrow. And if you wait too long, it will close. That's why I'm calling you now with urgency and love. You are not too late, but you cannot delay. Like the 5 wise virgins in my word, be ready with oil in your lamp, not scrambling when the door shuts. I know you felt forgotten at times. You've wondered if I really saw you, but I have. I saw every tear, every dollar stretched, every night you stayed awake wondering if things would ever change. And now I am speaking as your father, your provider, your defender. I am moving, and you are not excluded. You are chosen, you are loved, and I am drawing near to you, but I need you to draw near to me. This moment isn't about fear. It's about invitation. I don't want you to be anxious. I want you to be aware. I want you to know that I care so deeply that I'm giving you this message now. Because when the hour comes, I want you to have ears that heard and a heart that responded. You don't have to figure it all out. You just have to listen, obey, and stay close. And yes, if this word is confirming something in your spirit already, go ahead and like this video to mark this moment. Some of you have dreams that have sat dormant for years. You've seen others rise while you've been buried. But burial isn't always the end. Sometimes it's the beginning. A seed must go into the ground to grow. You were never being buried. You were being planted. And now the rain is coming, the season is shifting, and your harvest is near. But hear me clearly, you cannot delay your obedience. Timing is everything. Tonight, by 11:59 p.m., I will be moving, I will be watching, not with wrath, but with hope. Hope that you will respond, that you will say yes, that you will believe me more than your fear, more than your doubt, more than your past, because I am not limited by what has happened before. I am the God who makes rivers in the desert and roads in the wilderness. I do not need perfect conditions. I only need your yes. Some of you are carrying shame that has kept you from receiving. You've told yourself you're not worthy of a financial breakthrough. You've believed the lies of lack, scarcity, and unworthiness. But I say to you, I have never seen the righteous forsaken or their seed begging for bread. I am Jehovah Jireh. I am your shepherd. You shall not want. This promise isn't based on your perfection. It's based on my love. But listen closely. Disobedience delays destiny. When I speak, it is not to control you, it is to bless you. When I warn, it is not to scare you, it is to save you. This money that has been assigned to you has purpose. It carries freedom, healing, and impact. But if you do not listen now, if you delay or harden your heart, it may pass by. Like the rich young ruler who walked away sad, holding on to his possessions, some hold on to fear and lose the kingdom. Why did 19,583 people suddenly become financially free last month? They all discovered a strange sentence, just 9 words long, buried in neuroscience research and once hidden by the FBI. Now they're paying off debt, traveling the world and living in homes they never thought they could afford. If you're seeing this, you're lucky. The page might disappear any moment. Click the link in the description and comments to know this secret before it's deleted forever. I don't want that for you. I want you to walk in abundance. I want you to overflow so much that others are fed from your life. I want you to see that my blessings are not just enough, they are more than enough. But the gate you must walk through is trust. That's what this moment is about. Will you trust me when it matters most? Will you trust me with the timing, with the sacrifice, with your future? I am not asking you to be perfect. I'm asking you to be present. Present in this moment. Present with your faith. Present in listening to me before the time passes. You have no idea how much I've been protecting you. You didn't see the traps I cleared. You didn't feel the destruction I held back. But I did it. And now, I am telling you to prepare. Because what's coming will require readiness, not resistance. Comment 222 if you trust what I'm saying to you right now. I see you, even if no one else does. Even if the world has overlooked you, I never have. I have been waiting for this very moment to call you higher. To remind you that you are not forgotten. You are not small in my eyes. You are not powerless. You are not cursed. You are not stuck. You are loved. You are seen. You are valuable. And yes, I have chosen you for this. The door is still open, but it won't stay open forever. Just like in the days of Noah, the time came when the rain started and the door was sealed. Many laughed, scoffed, and mocked until it was too late. Don't be like them. Listen now. Move now. Pray now. Prepare now. Because what I am releasing before 11:59 p.m. is not ordinary. It is divine. It is appointed. And it is for you. I haven't overlooked your tears. And I haven't forgotten the promise I made over your life. That promise is still alive. But I need you to understand what I'm doing now. This is not a random word. This is a moment that heaven has been waiting for. And if you ignore it, what was meant to bless you could pass you by. Comment 333 to declare your faith in this promise. This isn't just about money. This is about a shift in your life. Money is part of it, yes. But the money I'm speaking of is tied to a mission. It's tied to a purpose. It's meant to fund something greater than comfort. It's meant to elevate the work of your hands, to answer the prayers of others through your obedience. I'm not just giving you wealth. I'm trusting you with influence. I'm releasing opportunity. But I cannot do that while you are still doubting whether or not this is real. It is real. I am real. And this timing is real. Some of you are one act of obedience away from stepping into a financial release you never thought was possible. You've been operating in lack for so long that you've begun to believe it's your portion. But that's not what I declared over you. I called you blessed. I called you fruitful. I called you the head and not the tail. I called you above and not beneath. The enemy has tried to steal your identity by attacking your provision. But I'm coming to restore what was lost, and even greater. Before 11:59 p.m., I am stirring something in your spirit. A new awareness, a deeper sensitivity. I am drawing your eyes back to me, not to the world. The world says, earn it, strive, fight for it. But I say, receive it, trust, walk with me. Because I do not need you to break yourself trying to make it happen. I need you to rest in my instruction. My word says in Proverbs 10:22, the blessing of the Lord makes rich, and he adds no sorrow with it. If it is wearing you down, it is not from me. I have already assigned the provision. I have already released the resource. What I need from you is your response. I know what you need before you ask, but I still ask you to seek, to knock, to listen. Because when you draw near to me, I draw near to you. I long to be close to you. I long to guide you. I long to be the voice that speaks louder than fear, louder than worry, louder than the lies that have circled your mind for years. I am still your God, and I am not done with you. You keep asking me for confirmation, and yet I've been confirming it again and again. Through dreams, through moments, through people, through words like this. You feel it, even now. That stirring in your spirit is not emotional hype. It is my spirit speaking directly to your heart. Do not harden your heart. Do not let doubt win, because this moment will not repeat itself in the same way. This is a unique window, and what you do before 11:59 p.m. will echo far beyond tonight. I want you to picture it. What would your life look like if you fully received everything I've prepared for you? What would change if the resources, relationships, and revelations I've aligned for you came into your life tonight? Would you be ready? Would you have the faith to step into it, or would you talk yourself out of it? This is why I need you to tune your heart to mine, not just for what I will give you, but for who I am to you. I am not your backup plan. I am your source. There have been nights where you questioned if I was listening, but I was. There were moments when you felt forgotten, but I was carrying you. Even in your mistakes, I did not abandon you. Even when you walked away, I stood close, waiting for you to turn around. And now, you're here. At the moment of divine decision, will you trust me now? Not just when things make sense, but when they don't, because that's when faith is faith. When you say yes, even when everything else says no. Could a 9-word ritual really be your key to financially freedom? What sounds like fiction is now being confirmed by science. Harvard researchers and FBI documents point to a hidden brain center that, when activated, draws in abundance naturally. This 9-word prayer has helped over 19,000 broke people attract wealth and live a life full of abundance. But this secret won't stay online long. Click the description and comments now to access it before it's permanently deleted. I am not asking you to figure out the full path. I am only asking you to take the next step. For some of you, that means letting go of the fear that has ruled your finances. For others, it means forgiving the one who hurt you, because bitterness is blocking your breakthrough. And for others, it's simply choosing to believe that I haven't forgotten you, that I still have more for you, that I am not limited by your bank account, your past decisions, or your current surroundings. Comment 555 if you receive this in your spirit. You were never meant to walk this road alone. You were never meant to carry the weight of your calling by yourself. That's why I keep showing up in your life. Not to impress you, but to walk with you. To be your anchor when everything feels unstable. To be your peace when storms rage. To be your father when you feel lost. And now, as your father, I'm telling you, listen before the time runs out. Tonight is not just another night. It is a divine invitation, a window of release, a moment of alignment. The hour is late and time is moving, but you still have this chance, you still have this moment. Will you respond, or will you watch this moment slip through your hands? I've assigned angels to guard the word I've spoken over you. I've cleared paths you didn't even know were blocked. I've removed people who were sent to distract you from what I'm building. And I've protected your purpose when it could have been destroyed. So don't think I won't finish what I started. I will, but I want you to walk with me as I do it. I want you to be part of it. Not just a witness, a vessel. Because there's something I'm about to release, something with your name on it, but I will not force it into your life if you keep ignoring my voice. My blessing always comes wrapped in instruction, and I will not bless rebellion. There is a reason I told you about the money, not to excite your flesh, but to wake up your spirit. That money is already yours in heaven. It has been assigned. It's not just wealth, it's provision for the purpose I placed inside you. It's strategy. It's vision, it's opportunity. But I cannot pour it out fully if your heart isn't in position. I don't just look at hands, I look at posture. I look at faith, and I listen for obedience. That's why this hour matters more than you know. You've been walking through a season where it feels like things aren't breaking open. You've prayed and waited and still the ground hasn't moved. But I tell you now, that hard ground is beginning to shake. What felt stuck is about to shift. But here's the truth. Some doors don't open just because you knock. Some doors open when you obey. This word, this exact moment, is that door. If you listen now, before 11:59 p.m., the locks will come off. There are people who miss their blessing not because they were bad, but because they were distracted. Don't let that be you. Don't let the noise of this world drown out what my spirit is whispering to you. The enemy is subtle. He won't always try to destroy you with obvious sin. Sometimes he'll just make you too busy, too doubtful, too skeptical, too hurt. He'll convince you to delay. But my timing won't wait on hesitation. Faith is about movement. Delayed obedience is still disobedience. I gave you that idea, that dream, that desire, and I know it feels like it's been sitting idle. But now I'm sending the resource to fund it. Yes, the money is part of it, but I'm also sending the right people, the right opportunities, the right timing. All of this is wrapped in this one moment of decision. Will you believe that I'm really speaking to you, or will you pass it off as coincidence? Comment 1212 if you feel this is confirming something you've been sensing. When my people wandered in the wilderness, I fed them. Manna came from heaven, quail rained down, water flowed from rocks. I provided when it didn't make sense, and I can still do that for you. But here's what they missed. They didn't listen when I told them it was time to move forward, so they stayed in the wilderness longer than they had to. Don't repeat their mistake. I am providing, but I am also leading. The money coming into your life is not just survival, it's assignment. There are some of you reading this who have been holding back. You feel me, but you're hesitant. Maybe it's because of what people have done to you. Maybe it's because you've been disappointed before. You think, what if I believe again and nothing happens? But child, I need you to know I'm not people. I don't lie. I don't tease your heart. I don't make promises just to break them. If I said I'd do it, I will. But you have to meet me in the moment I've prepared. Let me remind you, I am not limited by your job. I am not limited by the economy. I am not limited by inflation, bank accounts, or background. When I move with power. I fed thousands with a few loaves of bread. I canceled debts in a moment. I caused fish to jump into empty nets, and I am still that same God today. But my miracles flow through faith, not fear. If you're still waiting for the perfect conditions, you'll miss the window. Because this blessing won't come by logic, it will come by listening. And yes, it will take courage. But haven't I already carried you through things far worse? Haven't I already made ways where there were none? You're not here by accident. You've been preserved for this. Some of you were supposed to lose your minds, but you didn't. That was me. Some of you were supposed to die in the accident, in the sickness, in the depression, but I pulled you through. That wasn't luck. That was divine protection. I covered you when you didn't even know how much danger you were in, because I knew there was more ahead. And now that more is knocking. What do brain surgeons and billionaires know that you don't? This 9-word money code, once reserved for elites, is now being shared with everyday people, and the results are mind-boggling. Cash windfalls, cleared debt, and lifelong stress gone. But the government might pull this secret any minute. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. You've been asking for signs, and here it is. You've been praying for answers, and this is one of them. What happens next in your life depends on how you respond now. Don't reason your way out of it. Don't tell yourself this sounds too good to be true. I am not trying to impress you. I am trying to prepare you. Because if you're not ready, the blessing won't bless you, it will bury you. Comment 777 if your spirit is open and you are receiving this now. The reason I'm being so clear is because I don't want you to be confused. I want you to know that this moment is from me. I want you to know that what's been blocked is about to open. That the money I've set aside for you is not for show, it's for purpose. That your story is about to shift. That the struggle will not define your next chapter. That the tears you cried in secret were seen. That I have kept a record. And now, reward is coming. Not because you earned it, but because you stayed faithful. You could have walked away. You could have given up. You could have stopped believing. But something in you held on, even if it was just by a thread. And that thread was enough. That mustard seed was enough. Now I'm about to show you what happens when you dare to believe, even when nothing makes sense. But hear me again, the decision must be made before 11:59 p.m. That's not just a number, it's a marker in the spirit. After that, what I've prepared for this specific time will shift. That doesn't mean I won't bless you again, but this release, this portion, this opportunity is specific to now. That's why the enemy is fighting you so hard. That's why the doubt feels louder. He knows what's on the line. That's why I'm urging you, listen carefully. Don't take this lightly. You are standing at the edge of something sacred, the kind of moment people miss because they're too distracted. But not you. Not this time. I've brought you too far for you to miss what I'm about to do. You've been chosen to carry something heavy. You felt it for a while, the weight of a calling you didn't ask for, the burden of dreams too big for your surroundings. That's not in your head. That's me. I placed that inside of you. I entrusted you with that vision. And now I'm aligning the provision to match what I've planted. That money I spoke of, it's not just to rescue you from struggle, it's to launch you into your calling. You were never meant to just survive. You were meant to lead, to lift others, to build what others only dream about. I know you've had days where it felt like nothing was moving, like your prayers hit the ceiling, like the promises were for everyone else but you. But I've been watching you hold on. I've seen your private faithfulness. I've watched you honor me even when it hurt. I've heard every yes you whispered when no one else saw. And I tell you now, I am not unjust. I will not forget your labor, your tears, your trust. Your reward is not lost. It is right on time. Comment 999 if you believe God's timing is perfect for your life. What's happening before 11:59 p.m. is bigger than what your eyes can measure. You think you're just waiting for money, but I'm setting up something that will change generations. The resources I'm releasing will reach beyond your hands. They will free your children from the cycles you fought. They will fund ideas that will touch lives you've never met. But it all starts here with one decision to trust me now. One decision to say, God, I'm listening. You see, the enemy doesn't fight what isn't a threat. The reason it's been hard lately is because you're getting close. You've felt pressure increase, emotions flare up, unexpected delays. But that's not the end, that's the indicator. Pressure comes before breakthrough. Resistance comes before release. The enemy knows what's coming, and he's trying to wear you down just before the gates open. But I will not let you fall. I will not let this be your ending. Some of you are thinking, but I've made too many mistakes. I've missed my chance. Listen to me, you cannot mess up what I've already covered with grace. I'm not here to condemn you. I'm here to restore you. My blood didn't just forgive your sins, it redeemed your future. And your future still holds power, still holds promise, still holds provision. I'm not looking for perfection. I'm looking for surrender. I know you've lost some things along the way, relationships, time, opportunities, but nothing that slipped through your fingers has escaped. My hand, I hold it all, and I know how to restore what was lost, renew what was broken, and revive what seemed dead. I'm not just bringing you into blessing, I'm restoring years. That's my promise in Joel 2:25. I will restore to you the years the locust has eaten. Your lost time is not wasted. Your tears have watered the ground for the harvest that's coming. This is why I need you alert. This is why I've been tugging at your heart so strongly. Because this opportunity will require you to be fully present, fully engaged, fully trusting. If you sleep through it spiritually, you may wake up wondering why nothing changed. But if you respond now, if you lean into me, if you stay open before 11:59 p.m., you'll step into something you didn't even think was possible for someone like you. Comment 1010 if you're ready for restoration and new beginnings. There are people connected to your obedience. You may not know their names, but your yes will unlock their freedom. The money I'm about to release is part of a larger plan. You've been asking me to use you. This is how it starts. I won't just bless you for you, I will bless you to be a blessing. What flows into your life is meant to flow through your life. That's kingdom living. That's legacy. That's why I've been preparing you, pruning you, humbling you. So when it comes, you'll handle it well. Why is the government desperate to hide this 9-word prayer? A shocking FBI leak has just revealed a simple 9-word prayer, now letting everyday people erase debt and attract unstoppable wealth. Verified by leading scientists and supported by Harvard research, this at-home ritual is turning financial stress into a life of luxury. Dream homes, new cars, luxurious vacations, it's all within reach. But the government could take down this secret any moment. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. Some of you feel unqualified. But I never called the qualified. I qualify the called. Moses stuttered. David was overlooked. Esther was afraid. Peter was impulsive. Paul was a persecutor. And I used them all. I'm not intimidated by your past, and I'm not surprised by your weakness. I chose you knowing everything about you. I see beyond your flaws and failures. I see your heart, and that heart is ready now. You keep waiting for someone else to believe in you, but I already do. I believed in you when you didn't believe in yourself. I knew who you were when others only saw your mistakes. And now, I'm asking you to believe in me the way I've believed in you, to take this word seriously, to let go of your doubt, to silence the voice that says, "This isn't for me." It is. It's been for you the whole time. You don't need to be perfect. You don't need to have it all figured out. You just need to trust me before the hour closes. Because this moment is an invitation to more, not more stress, not more striving, but more of me. More peace, more provision, more clarity, more power. I'm not just sending money, I'm sending me. I am your greatest gift. And where I am, everything else follows. Don't let this slip by. Don't reason your way out of faith. Don't wait for tomorrow. Today is the day. Tonight is the hour. I'm offering something holy, something eternal, something rare, and I want you to have it. But your response is what opens the door. Say yes. Stay present. Stay open. Stay expectant. I am not done writing your story. In fact, the best chapter is about to begin. And I'm not speaking in riddles. I'm being as plain as I can because time is short. Before 11:59 p.m. tonight, I need your heart fully open. I need your spirit to respond. Because what I've prepared for you is heavy with blessing, and only those who listen will be able to carry it. There is favor waiting with your name on it. There is increase already written into your future. But you must step out of hesitation and step into trust. I'm not calling you to figure everything out, I'm calling you to follow. When I called Abraham, I didn't give him a map, I gave him a word. And with nothing more than a promise, he moved. That same promise is alive for you right now. A promise that if you trust me, I'll take you to a place you've never been, but always longed for. Comment 1515 if you're ready to move with faith and not fear. You've been asking for a breakthrough, but what you don't realize is that you're standing in the middle of it. This is the beginning of something new. I have assigned miracles to meet your movement, but if you stay still, they stay waiting. The woman with the issue of blood didn't get healed by sitting in her pain, she moved through the crowd. Blind Bartimaeus didn't get his sight by staying quiet, he cried out, when others told him to be silent. This is your moment to move, to speak, to act, to believe. The money that's been spoken over your life isn't random. It's part of my divine plan. It's coming to fund healing, freedom, purpose, and restoration. It's not just for you, it's through you. I've seen your heart. I know you don't want to just build comfort. You want to build the kingdom, and that's exactly who I'm looking to bless. Not those chasing riches, but those ready to steward them with honor. And you, yes, you, are one I can trust. You've cried over bills, you've wrestled with financial stress, but even in your lowest, you stayed generous, You gave when it hurt. You helped others even when you were empty. And I took note. I never miss a sacrifice. I never overlook faithfulness. And now I'm answering, not just to meet your need, but to exceed it. My word says in Luke 6:38, "Give, and it shall be given to you, good measure, pressed down, shaken together, and running over." That's what I'm releasing, a running over blessing. But you must not ignore this moment. So many people miss their miracle because they treat my voice like noise. They say, "I'll respond later," but later turns into never. You've asked me to be clear, and I am being clear. I'm speaking to you now, not to scare you, but to rescue you from missing something sacred. There are things in motion you can't see, doors that will open or close based on what you do before this day ends. That's why I said 11:59 p.m., because that's the line in the sand. Comment 1717 if you know God's word is right on time for you. There's nothing too hard for me. I created the heavens with a word. I breathed stars into existence. I formed you in your mother's womb with intention. So, do you really think blessing you is difficult for me? It's not. What I'm waiting on isn't the strength of my hand, it's the readiness of your heart. I won't pour new wine into old wineskins. I won't place abundance into the hands of those still bound by fear. So, I'm pruning you. Not to punish, but to prepare. I'm calling you out of small thinking. You've been seeing yourself through the lens of your mistakes, your lack, your limits. But I see you through the lens of your purpose. I see what I placed in you before time began. You're more capable than you think. You're stronger than you feel. You're more chosen than you realize. And yes, you're called to carry more. I will stretch you, but I will also sustain you. You will not break under the blessing I'm sending. You will rise with it. You will walk into rooms you never imagined. You will sit at tables you didn't qualify for in the world's eyes. But I qualify whom I call. Don't disqualify yourself. Don't let shame steal what grace has already covered. Your past is not your prison. It's the testimony that will magnify my glory when people see what I've done in your life. Is it possible to attract money by simply speaking some miraculous words? This 9-word script, verified by Harvard and 6 neuroscience labs, proves you absolutely can. People are using it from their couch and reporting unexpected bank deposits, cleared debts, and upgraded lives. It takes less than 30 seconds. But this secret won't stay online long. Click the description and comments now to access it before it's permanently deleted. The enemy has tried to silence you. He's tried to wear you down with battles that feel endless. But what he doesn't understand is that every time you got up again, you were building spiritual muscle. Every time you praised me in pain, you were planting seeds. Every hallelujah through tears was watering your future. And now harvest is close. This is not where you lose. This is where you level up. Tonight is not just a deadline, it's a doorway. What waits on the other side of your obedience will shift everything. You won't just see a financial release. You'll see healing in places you forgot needed healing. You'll see peace in areas where you've only known stress. You'll see divine acceleration. What should have taken 10 years will unfold in 1. But it hinges on this. Will you listen? Will you act? Will you believe? I will never force you. That's not how I work. But I will draw you. I will speak. I will show you signs. I will place words like this in front of you so your heart has every chance to say yes. Because I love you too much to let you miss what's coming. And I know how tired you are. I know the weight has been heavy. But I promise you what's ahead is worth every step, every battle, every sleepless night. So don't stop now. Don't give up now. You are closer than you've ever been. If you knew what I was about to do, you would stop doubting and start dancing. You would stop worrying and start worshiping. I'm not teasing you with hope. I'm fulfilling what I've spoken. You may not have seen the full picture yet, but you're about to. I'm about to make rivers in your desert. I'm about to bring light into your darkest places. I'm about to turn mourning into dancing. The money is part of it, yes, but the true miracle is the shift that's happening in your soul. You are being prepared to walk in freedom, power, and purpose. That kind of endurance hasn't gone unnoticed. I've been with you every step. Even when you felt alone, I was guiding your steps. Even in the silence, I was speaking to your heart. And now, child, I'm telling you again, don't miss what I've prepared for you before 11:59 p.m. There is something sacred about this moment. It's not just another message. It's not just emotional talk. This is spiritual instruction. I'm pointing you to the place of your release. I'm asking for your attention, not to control you, but to position you. Because what I'm releasing is not just about solving a problem, it's about shifting your life. This is destiny. This is divine alignment. And this is me, your God, drawing you in with urgency because what's at stake is far too valuable to ignore. Comment Amen if your heart is open and you receive what God is speaking right now. There are blessings that have been held in place until your heart was ready, not because I was withholding from you, but because I was protecting you. What I'm about to give you carries weight. It brings responsibility. It brings influence. And I didn't want the gift to crush you. I wanted to prepare you so that when the release comes, you'll be strong enough to carry it, wise enough to steward it, and humble enough to give me the glory. You've been in a pruning season, and I know it hasn't been easy. You've lost things. People have walked away. Opportunities closed. Doors you thought would stay open slammed shut. And it felt like rejection, but it was protection. You couldn't take that baggage with you into the next place. You couldn't bring those distractions into the new territory. What looked like loss was actually me making room. Now, the room is ready, and so are you. That's why I'm bringing this message to you so clearly. You've been asking, Lord, when will it be my time? This is it. This is your moment. I'm placing the opportunity in front of you, the favor, the provision, the strategy, the right voices, the open door. It's all coming together, but your response will determine what unfolds next. I will not force it. I will not push you. I'm inviting you. Some of you have been afraid to receive. Deep down you wonder if it's really for you. You've seen others walk into blessing, but when it comes to you, you hesitate. You tell yourself it's not your turn yet, or maybe that you're not ready. But I say to you, enough with the doubt. I have made you ready. I have brought you through the fire and refined you. I have built strength in your spirit. You are more prepared than you realize. Comment 222 if you choose to trust God's timing over your own fears. This blessing I'm releasing is more than financial, it's freedom. Freedom from fear, freedom from lack, freedom from cycles that have kept you bound. I want you to breathe again. I want you to live, not just survive. I want you to wake up with peace, not panic. I want you to rest, knowing that I, your Father, have made provision for every step ahead. I've already gone before you. I've already cleared the path. And now I'm asking you to walk forward without looking back. You've spent too long doubting your place in my story, but you belong here. You're not an outsider. You're not barely making it. You're not forgotten. I've chosen you. I've called you. I've anointed you. And I've assigned this moment to bring you out of the shadows and into the light. I'm about to pour out so much favor on your life that people will wonder how it happened so fast. And when they ask, you'll tell them it was me. This moment is not just personal, it's generational. What you step into tonight will ripple through your family. I'm breaking generational poverty. I'm breaking fear that's been passed down. I'm stopping the patterns that kept your parents bound. I'm reversing the curses, and it begins with you. Your yes will change everything, not just for you, but for those who come after you. What if everything you've been taught about money is a lie? A hidden 9-word prayer buried in a classified FBI report is now helping thousands attract wealth without lifting a finger. Scientists say it activates a 150-million-year-old part of your brain that controls abundance. Harvard-backed, lab-tested, life-changing. But the government might pull this secret any minute. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. The enemy has tried to convince you that you'll always live with just enough, but I'm the God of more than enough. I don't do just barely, I do overflow. I do pressed down, shaken together, running over. But I only give overflow to hearts that are ready to pour. And I know your heart. I know you want to give, to bless, to heal, to build, to honor me with everything you receive. That's why you're the one I've chosen to carry this. You don't have to compare yourself to anyone else. You don't have to wonder if you're as gifted or as ready or as spiritual. I'm not measuring you against anyone else. I'm measuring your faith. And even if it's just a mustard seed, that's enough for me to move. I've moved mountains before with smaller faith than yours, and I'm about to move again. You've been faithful in the dark. You've worshipped with empty hands. You've served when no one clapped for you. You've stood in rooms feeling unseen and still chose to believe. And now, I'm bringing you into a season where the seeds you planted in tears will bloom in joy. The dry ground is breaking, the heavens are opening, and your name has been called for release. But remember, this is time sensitive. There is a reason I've said before 11:59 p.m. That's not to make you anxious, it's to make you alert. Because this is not a word to shelve for later. This is an instruction for now. This is a response I'm asking you to make while the window is open. After that, the window will shift. The season will move. And what I had aligned for this specific time may be reassigned if it's not received. I love you too much to let you miss this and say nothing. That's why I've been so loud in your spirit. That's why you keep seeing confirmation after confirmation. That's why this word feels different. Because it is. It's divine, it's timely, and it's yours. Let your heart stay soft. Let your faith rise. Don't worry about how it's all going to happen, just trust that I'm the one who makes it happen. I've never failed you, I've never abandoned you, and I'm not about to start now. I will finish what I started in you. And when I bless you, it will be clear to everyone that it was the hand of God. You are still in my hands. The same hands that formed you, the same hands that parted the sea for my people, the same hands that raised Jesus from the grave, and those hands are moving in your life right now. But I need you to listen before 11:59 p.m. because what's coming next depends on what you choose to do now. This is not a time to be passive. This is not the hour to second-guess what you've already felt, me confirming in your spirit. You know this word is speaking directly to you. You know something has been stirring inside you from the first moment you heard it. That stirring is me. That urgency you feel, it's divine. It's a call to attention. Because what I'm about to release will not wait on delay. The blessing is scheduled, the favor is ready, but it cannot be forced. It must be received. Comment 1111 if you believe this moment is an appointed time from God. You've been preparing without even knowing it. The trials, the lessons, the disappointments, all of it has built a foundation in you that can now hold the weight of what I'm releasing. I never waste pain. I never allow struggle without purpose. Every moment the enemy tried to use against you, I've turned around to strengthen you. That's why you're still standing. Not because you had all the answers, but because I've been keeping you. And now I'm ready to reveal what I've been saving. The money I've spoken of is not coming from man, it's coming through me. I am your source, and when I bless, no one can block it. But understand this, I bless in order. I bless in alignment. And that's what this moment is about. I'm not just trying to change your situation, I'm trying to align your life with my purpose. Because once things come into alignment, overflow follows, clarity follows, joy follows, stability follows, and yes, provision follows. But if you allow fear to speak louder than my voice, you may step out of position. Don't let fear rob you. Don't let doubt convince you that you've missed too much. I restore time. I redeem lost moments. I make up for what the enemy stole. But I can only do that if you're willing to move when I say move. That's why I've placed this word in front of you now. You didn't come across it by accident. I orchestrated this because I want you to receive what's next. You've seen others walk into blessing and wondered when it would be your turn. You've clapped for others while quietly asking me, Lord, what about me? And I've heard every whisper. I've watched your humility. I've seen how you supported others even when you were empty. And now, I'm saying, it's your turn. This is your moment. But not because of works, because of grace, because I love you, because I've chosen you, because I see something in you the world overlooked. Comment Amen if you believe your name is on what God is releasing. There is no lack in heaven. There is no shortage in my kingdom. What I give you does not take away from someone else. I'm not choosing between you and them. I have more than enough for everyone. But the ones who receive are those who respond. That's why I keep repeating myself, not because I'm unsure, but because I want you to be sure. I want your faith to rise above your fear. I want you to stop second-guessing the promise I made over your life. I'm not asking you to chase money, I'm asking you to chase me. Because when you seek first my kingdom, all these things, yes, including the provision you've been asking for, will be added to you. That's my promise in Matthew 6:33. I'm not dangling blessing in front of you like bait. I'm offering it to you as a father. But I give it to those who are ready to carry it with honor, who will give me glory for it, who will not forget me once they have what they prayed for. Why are neuroscientists obsessed with a 9-word sentence? Because this sentence, spoken once a day, is turning financial stress into sudden blessings. More than 19,000 people have already used it to erase debt and unlock a life of wealth, freedom, and peace. The results are so powerful, some believe it's divine. If you're seeing this, you're lucky. The page might disappear any moment. Click the link in the description and comments to know this secret before it's deleted forever. And I know your heart. I know you won't forget me. I know you'll worship me whether the account is full or empty. That's why I'm trusting you with more, because you didn't wait until you saw it to believe me. You believed before the breakthrough. You believed in the middle of the struggle. And that kind of faith always moves. My heart, there are divine connections being formed on your behalf right now. People you haven't met yet. Opportunities you haven't seen yet. Open doors that seemed impossible just days ago. I'm making them happen. But I'm not just making it happen around you. I'm making it happen in you. I'm building your confidence. I'm restoring your joy. I'm sharpening your discernment. Because the blessing isn't just something you receive, it's something you grow into. This is why the timeline matters. Why I've given you this hour. Because what I'm doing isn't random, it's strategic. And there is a window open in the spirit that must be honored. After 11:59 p.m., the window will shift. Not out of punishment, but because I'm a God of order. I operate in seasons, I move with purpose, and I want you to receive what is perfectly timed, not what is forced or delayed. You don't need to feel perfect to respond. You just need to be willing to believe that I am who I say I am. Willing to let go of the doubts that have followed you for years. Willing to say yes even when it feels uncomfortable. Because your yes in this moment could unlock everything. It could be the very act of faith that triggers the release you've been praying for. I've seen how strong you've tried to be. Carrying everything in silence. Putting on a brave face while feeling like you're breaking inside. You felt unseen, unheard, unnoticed. But I notice. I see you. And more than that, I'm with you. Right now, in this very moment. Speaking to your heart. Lifting your spirit. Preparing your path. You are not forgotten. You are not overlooked. You are mine. Let this moment be the one that changes everything. Let this be the hour where your faith rises, where you stop waiting to feel ready and just say, God, I trust you. That's all I need. I'll take care of the rest. I'll open what needs to be opened. I'll close what needs to be closed. I'll shift what needs to be shifted. You just stay close. Stay listening. Stay believing. Because this window of time is more important than you realize. I'm not speaking in riddles. I'm being as clear as I can because I love you too much to stay silent. Before the clock turns to 11:59 p.m., there is something you must hear, something you must know. You are on the edge of a divine release, and whether you step into it depends on what you do right now. I want you to slow down and breathe in this moment. Let everything else fade. I'm speaking to you, and I want your heart to be still enough to receive it. I don't want you to miss this. I don't want you to carry the weight you were never meant to carry anymore. I don't want you to live another day in fear of lack, fear of failure, or fear of being forgotten, because I am here, and I have not left you. I never have. Comment 333 if you feel the Holy Spirit tugging on your heart right now. You may feel like nothing is changing around you, but I want you to know that I've already begun shifting things. Just because you don't see it yet doesn't mean I'm not working. I work in silence sometimes. I work in the unseen. I shape things behind the curtain of time so that when you step into the moment, everything is already prepared. That's what I'm doing now, preparing what your faith has believed for and what your obedience will unlock. You've been asking for confirmation, and here it is. You've asked me to make it obvious, and I'm making it as clear as light. This is the hour where everything shifts if you trust me enough to listen. The money I spoke about is real. It's not a metaphor. It's not wishful thinking. It is a financial release with purpose. Provision assigned to your name. A transfer of wealth that is meant to serve something greater than comfort. It's meant to serve your calling. But I will not place what is holy into hands that are still clinging to fear. That's why I'm pruning your mindset. I'm stripping away lies you've believed for too long, lies that told you you'll never have enough, that you're not worthy, that wealth is not for you. None of those things came from me. I am the God who provides. I am the God who multiplies. I am the God who releases seed to the sower. And I will not let you live in lack when I've called you to live in legacy. You've been living under ceilings that I never put over you. Ceilings built by fear, by pain, by experiences that taught you not to trust, not to hope, not to expect too much. But I am removing those ceilings now. I'm breaking the limits. I'm tearing down the walls that have boxed you in. You will no longer live as if my promises were only for others. You will no longer wonder if you're forgotten. You will walk in the full truth of who I say you are. Chosen, anointed, set apart, blessed. Comment 555. If you believe the limits are being broken off your life, I'm not just releasing money. I'm releasing strategy, insight, wisdom, doors that no man can shut, the kind of favor that makes no sense to the world but carries the stamp of heaven. But you must hear this. It will come through listening. It will come through a soft heart and a willing spirit. Not striving, not manipulation, just trust, just surrender. Just saying yes when I speak, even when it's inconvenient, even when it stretches you. This banned wealth signal was hidden in a government vault for over 70 years until now. It's a simple 9-word brain trigger used by elites to attract unlimited money while the rest of the world struggles. But the moment too many people see this, it could be deleted. Click the link in the description and comments before it's taken down forever. There are things I want to build through you that require more than survival money. I want to release builder-level resources. I want to fund the vision I gave you when you were young, the one you almost gave up on. I want to finance that ministry idea, that business with kingdom impact, that book, that outreach, that move, that mission. But I cannot release that level of provision into a heart that's still wrestling with disbelief. I'm not angry with your doubt. I understand your wounds. I saw where people failed you, where promises were broken. I know why you find it hard to trust again. But I am not like them. I am not man. I don't make promises I don't intend to fulfill. If I said I would bless you, I will. If I said I would open doors, I will. If I said I have more for you, I do. But faith must rise above fear for the blessing to take root. Let me speak this directly to your soul. You are worthy of receiving. You are worthy of abundance. You are worthy of living free from financial anxiety. Not because of what you've done, but because of who I am and how I love you. I'm not looking at your past. I'm looking at your faith. I'm looking for hearts that are open, surrendered, and willing to carry the weight of what I'm pouring out. This blessing I'm releasing is also for healing. Financial stress has stolen too many of your peaceful nights. It has placed a strain on your relationships. It has caused shame to sit in the back of your mind, even as you've tried to worship. I want to end that cycle. I want you to rest again. I want you to breathe deeply, to trust fully, to live like someone who knows they're cared for. That's what this release is about. That's what this moment is pointing to. But the time is short. That's why I've said 11:59 p.m., because spiritual moments often have physical markers. I am not speaking in riddles. I am setting a divine reminder that when the clock nears midnight, something will pass. And I don't want you to miss it. I want you awake. I want you ready. I want you present. This is not the time to say, maybe later. This is the time to say, God, I'm listening.